Hi, Anna. Let's take a look at your fourth set of essays. Fathers, staying home, women, working. Let's see what you said. Gender roles were established from the very beginning. However, there are citizens who wish to eradicate this norm, which I personally agree with. This essay will discuss my perspective and also how this change can affect the future generations. Okay, so I like a lot of what you're doing. The grammar is good, so bravo to you for that. Um, Not really anything to correct. I mean, it was fine. My concern is that it doesn't really paraphrase the question. So you're talking just about gender norms, which is really, really general. But the topic of this essay is actually quite more specific. So you really do need to address that. You see, when I read your introduction, I should be able to more or less figure out what the question you were asked is, even if I don't have it in front of me. Okay? So keep that in mind. You need to change this around a little bit. Like here, for example, gender roles were established from the very beginning with mothers staying home while fathers worked. Full stop. However, there are citizens who, actually, it's not even who wish to eradicate this. However, more and more, this norm is being eradicated, which I personally agree with. Okay, so that is a little closer to what the essay is asking you to talk about. Okay, all right, so diminishing gender roles produces here a domino effect on the social structures down to the domestic level. A central reason for this is a noticeable interchange of gender roles where men take care of the house while women have become breadwinners. This is largely because women are gradually emerging into society with remarkable achievements in various essential fields, which encourages the member of society to embrace this with open-mindedness. Okay. Let's see. So I'm really, really happy with your grammar. You're doing a great job. I don't know like what you've been doing differently. Grammatically, this is nice. So good for you. However, again, it's not really developing the topic. Okay. So um the one sentence in this paragraph that really dealt with the issue was this. Remember, what could be the reasons? That's what they're asking in this essay. And you're saying women are gradually emerging into society with remarkable achievements in various fields, which encourages a member of society to embrace this with open mindedness. Now, this was the sentence that was relevant to this essay. And the whole paragraph should have been like this, more of this, and more development of this. So I really feel that these two sentences are just too general and are not doing what you need them to do. So what you could have done is you could have had a nice clean topic sentence saying something like, changes in our gender roles have made it possible for women to work outside the home and men to stay at home with child rearing duties. This is largely because women are gradually emerging, etc., etc., etc. Okay. And then you could have had a for example. Okay. And then again, you could have had one further example, one further idea, or you could have done more to develop this particular idea. So great, women are accomplishing more than they used to. That's wonderful. But why would men say, hey, you know what? I don't want to work anymore. I want to stay with our kids. So, what's happening in our society that is making that possible? So, essentially, there are two things you need to be talking about here. Why women are now doing more, achieving more, etc. But in contrast, why are men saying, you know what? I don't want part of this. I want to stay home and raise my kids. Okay, so you need to really talk about both of those things. Let's continue. Furthermore, ooh, careful with this word. It's not what you mean. It's like domesticated is the opposite of wild. Like we use it for animals, like domesticated animals versus wild animals. So you don't want to use this word to talk about people. So, furthermore, stay-at-home males prove that gender norms are insignificant herd mentality. Okay. All right, careful with although it doesn't work like this. You maybe wanted to keep this as one sentence, although, and no comma here, science may have proven that there are genetic inheritance that differ between the sexes. All right, I don't know what's going on here. Here you lost me. Look at the sentence. It starts here and it ends here. So, and you've got a lot of punctuation going on, a lot of all those, whereas, however, and that's all one sentence. So it's really a lot going on here. Okay, you need to break it down into smaller parts. So, all right, let's see. Okay, why don't we get rid of this although? Science may have proven that there are genetic, um, you don't mean inheritance, you mean something else. Science may have proven that there are genetic differences between the sexes. All right, semicolon, fine. No comma here. Whereas men are naturally stronger than women, while women are more sensitive than men, however. All right, no, it's still too much. So let's try it one more time. Science may have proven that, without the although, okay? Science may have proven that there are genetic differences between the sexes, full stop. For example, whereas men are naturally stronger than women, women are more sensitive than men, full stop. However, humans are so dynamic that they are able to adapt the environment or even life events. For instance, women can be as strong as men if they go to the gym, and it is known by the general public that men can be affectionate the moment their paternal instinct starts to emerge. A recent natural census demonstrates that children raised by their fathers are more, not emphatic, you mean empathetic, I think, domestic and confident than those raised by female relatives or nannies. Therefore, it is conclusively clear the benefits of the eradication, ooh, careful, you don't mean the eradication of society, of equality, and family units will lead to the development of quality of life in various levels. Okay, so what happened in your previous paragraph happened here too. So, this is talking about if it's positive or negative, right? So I felt like all of this didn't really fit. Okay. Neither did this really. So this is where you really started to be relevant to the question. Okay. So you're talking about the benefits of this change for the children, right? So that's what this was supposed to be about. So there are a lot of ways you could do this. You could have talked about, but like I said, a lot of this really didn't help you. It didn't develop the paragraph. It didn't create arguments. I mean, you're talking about the differences between men and women, but that's not what this is about. Okay? We're talking about the fact that women are working, men are staying home. There's a whole shift. It's 180 degrees. Is this positive or is this bad? So you need to say, because you said it was positive, I believe this is positive. Why do I think it's positive? Because women are now fulfilling themselves, or fulfilling their goals, or fulfilling their dreams. So we have more women CEOs. We have women who are less depressed than we did maybe 40 years ago. We have I don't know, better productivity in companies than ever seen before. This is because of more women in the workforce. Okay? Then you could also say regarding men, this is a wonderful step for men because many men do not like the competitive, high stress job atmosphere and feel that they are more psychologically healthy when they're raising their children. This shift in the paradigm has allowed each man and each woman to pick the role that is best for him or her. Okay? So that's what you need to be talking about here. Okay? All right. To conclude, the absence of gender stereotyping is undoubtedly a positive direction, for it could boost the speed of the life quality development of those societies. Predicted that this new mentality will grow in importance. Okay, fine, full stop, no problem. All right, so I really do see a big shift in your writing, and I'm really happy about that, but there's still work that needs to be done. Your grammar was really good, so great for what you did to make it better, but you need to work on developing your paragraphs more appropriately, okay? To the point, answering the question, focusing exactly on what the question is, and developing your arguments. All right, so let's take a look at the furniture that was damaged. Dear Mr. Whitney, I'm writing to complain about the damaged furniture, singular, that was transferred on the 9th of September from Macau to Australia. Okay. The central reason why I chose your company for this service was, no comma here, you can see that even Word underlined it, was due to the fact that your company guarantees fast and efficient shipment of household items. However, in my case, it is not. What? Oh, okay. However, in my case, it is not. It is not what? I think I know what you're trying to do, but it doesn't match what the previous sentence did. So in my case, this did not occur because the legs of my dining set were broken, my sofa was ripped, my refrigerator was dented, and even the clothes stink and were soaked with unknown substances. Full stop. This was really disappointing, especially since in 2 days I will commence my studies, which will make my situation even more difficult. In line with this, comma, I wish to be compensated monetarily to replace my furniture, careful, and the time consumed by this issue. Leave a space here. I wish to solve this issue promptly. Please see attached pictures of the damaged goods and receipt of the transaction. Okay. Okay, fine. So you covered all the points. That was good. You could see that I had to correct some of the grammar, but that's pretty much it. Other than that, I thought you did a nice job of this. So yeah, fine. Just be careful with some of the grammatical things, okay? All right, so it's your fourth set. You're going to get a free set, all right? And so it'll be your last set with us. So I want you to really focus on applying all the things we've been talking about, okay? And let's meet back here with that next set of essays. So good luck to you.